Welcome everyone. Today we will start our next topic, which is the liquid state. Activity 1.10. Collect the following: A. Water, cooking oil, milk, juice, a cold drink. B. Containers of different shapes. Put a 50 ml mark on these containers using a measuring cylinder from the laboratory. What will happen if these liquids are spilled on the floor? Measure 50 ml of any one liquid and transfer it into different containers one by one. Does the volume remain the same? Does the shape of the liquid remain the same? When you pour the liquid from one container into another, does it flow easily? So here four questions are given related to liquid state, with the help of which we can also understand the properties of liquid. So first question is, what will happen if these liquids are spilled on the floor? So when these liquids are spilled on the floor, they will start to flow. That means they show the property of fluidity. Next question, measure 50 ml of any one liquid and transfer it into different containers. One by one, does the volume remain the same? Yes, the volume remain the same. Third question, does the shape of the liquid remain the same? No, the shape of the liquid, it will not remain the same, because liquid, they do not have its own shape. They take the shape of the container or jar in which they are kept. Last one, when you pour the liquid from one container to another, does it flow easily? Yes, it will flow very easily from one container into another. Any liquid, whether it is water or it is cooking oil, milk, or any fruit juice, cold drink. So all these liquids, because they are having property of fluidity, fluidity means tendency to flow. That is the reason that they can flow easily from one container to another. And we so here are some of the properties we come to know about liquid state, which you can compare from the solid state, and you will find that the properties, they are very different from the solid state. We observe that liquids have no fixed shape but have a fixed volume. They take up the shape of the container in which they are kept. Liquids flow and change shape, so they are not rigid but can be called fluid. Now next paragraph, it is related with the topic of diffusion, which we have already discussed in activities 1.4 and 1.5. So here it is given that refer to activities 1.4 and 1.5, where we saw that solids and liquids can diffuse into liquids. The gases from the atmosphere diffuse and dissolve in water. These gases, especially oxygen and carbon dioxide, are essential for the survival of aquatic animals and plants. All living creatures need to breathe for survival. The aquatic animals can breathe underwater due to the presence of dissolved oxygen in water. Thus, we may conclude that solids, liquids, and gases can diffuse into liquids. The rate of diffusion of liquids is higher than that of solids. This is due to the fact that in the liquid state, particles move freely and have greater space between each other as compared to particles in the solid. So here it is saying that we have already seen some of the activities related with diffusion. In that, we have seen that if we are dissolving any sugar or salt in water, we found that it is getting dissolved in it, or we can say that it is getting diffused in it. Then the next thing, we have also seen that if we just add few drops of ink or honey also in water, then also it is getting diffused in it. So sugar and salt, they are solid, whereas honey or ink, they are liquid, so they are getting diffused in liquid. So as solid and liquid, they can diffuse in liquid. Same way, gases, different gases, they can also diffuse in liquid. So one such example is given. It is about that how aquatic animals, they breathe when they are inside water, then how they are able to breathe. So here it is given that the gases from the atmosphere diffuse and dissolve in water. Gases from atmosphere means basically animals they require oxygen and plants they require carbon dioxide. So oxygen and carbon dioxide they are getting diffused in water, and that is how aquatic animals and aquatic plants they are able to breathe. So this oxygen, when it is getting diffused in water, then it is said to be dissolved oxygen. In short, it is said to be DO. So the full form of DO is dissolved oxygen. Now all living creatures need to breathe for survival. The aquatic animals can breathe underwater due to the presence of dissolved oxygen in water. Thus we may conclude that solids, liquid and gases, all these three, they can diffuse into liquids. The rate of diffusion of liquid is higher than that of solid. The reason lies because in case of solid we have seen that there is negligible space between the particles of solid, whereas in case of liquid we have seen that the space is much more as compared to solid. That means in liquid there is much more interparticle or intermolecular space present. This is due to the fact that in the liquid state particles move freely and have greater space between each other as compared to particles in the solid state. So this is about today. We have discussed the two states of matter, solid as well as liquid. Now the last one is about the gaseous state of matter, so that we are going to discuss next. Thank you.